Hey y'all, how's it going? Oh my gosh, look at these beautiful faces. Please come in closer. I don't know why. Come, come through. It's a family affair. Oh my gosh. Wow, I could cry right now. I probably will. Um, what a beautiful gathering of so many amazing folks. Thank you for being here. It means the world. And it's just such a pleasure to be able to share this evening with you all. So can you give yourselves a round of applause, please? Can we give DJ Nanalicious a round of applause as well? Ooh, ooh, oh my gosh, so good, so soul fulfilling. I'm thrilled to present the first artist of the evening, an incredible artist who I've listened to her music for years. It's given me strength, it's given me inspiration, and it has so much heart and soul. And not only is she an amazing artist, but also a kind-hearted friend. And so I'm so grateful to welcome to the stage Ida Kudo. Make another round of applause for Ida Kudo.
Thank you so much, and thank you so much for letting me be here on this very special night of Aisha's album release. Yeah, I heard the soundtrack earlier on this evening or this afternoon. It sounds dope, so you have something really good to look forward to. So this evening, what I understood is like it's music and it's artistry, and it's also informing you about what the artistry is about, what the music is about, the meaning of it, and the soul of it. So I feel that this evening is a very soulful evening, and Aisha's album is so soulful, and the essence of you as a person is so soulful. So that's what I feel I really resonate with. So I'm gonna take you on a small journey with a couple of songs of mine, and we're gonna start really soft with an acoustic style. I'm just gonna play the piano and sing you a song, play the guitar and sing you a song, and then I'm gonna end up with one song that's more recent, that is more like a production. So my name is Ida Kudo. I'm half Danish, half Japanese, and I feel I have a lot in common with Aisha in what drives me as a musician. So music has always been a vehicle for me in order to express what I could not express with words, with logic, with common sense. When the world did not make sense to me, when the world became cruel and all I could see was despair, I had a vessel and a vehicle through music to give me hope, to give me solutions I didn't know existed, and to give me a vision of what I wanted. So the first song that I'm gonna sing to you is a very old song, and it's called The Sun. And what's interesting about the song is that it's so optimistic and positive, and I wrote it when I was the most distressed, and I was the most insecure, and I was in the most hard times. And I think it's very interesting that sometimes you realize what it is you are and what it is you want when you get confronted with the opposite. So the song is actually quite simple. It's an image of the sunflower that rises up tall. And the fascinating thing about that flower is that the head of the flower is so heavy, but it stands up tall and it moves with the sun. And I found that super fascinating, that the flower is moving throughout a day just following the sun. And for me, that was such an optimistic image. And I needed that optimism. The interesting thing was that years ago when I wrote the song, I felt nothing like that. It was what I wanted to feel. And looking back now, it's interesting to see that what I feel and how I am today is so much aligned with that image. So what that tells me that I actually didn't know when I was writing that song is how powerful music is. You can change the world. You can change your life. You can manifest things through music. So in a time where there's so much chaos and so much cruelty going on in the world, and it's so easy to be led into distress, I think music and art is such a powerful tool for us to manifest what kind of world and what kind of reality we want to live in. And maybe we don't have the answers instantly, but to me, this song is a witness that I didn't know I was manifesting back then, but it happened. So it is powerful. So here comes the sun. I'm just gonna, because this is also like a speaking evening, I'm just gonna say some of the lyrics of the song, and then I'm gonna play the song. So it goes. A seed, just a weed, planted beside of me. I will name you the sun. I sing it to you when you lie on the ground, and when you grow, you will know what to become. Another bright yellow light, a burning circle in the sky, just like the sun. And I will grow small and you will go strong and tall, high into the light in the sky. I'll ask you, what does the view look like? And you say, turn your head from east to west. So much to see, I can't grasp, it's just begun. My life in the sun. Yellow flower, turn your head towards me. Empower me with positivity. I'm gonna lay down all my grief. I'm gonna cast away the hurt in me. I'm gonna do like you. I'm gonna begin to move into the light. It's all right. I turn my head and I make a move in my life. All I need is some light and some air and some water and some friends to be there to tell me, turn your head from east to west. So much to see. Let go and stretch your arms into the sun. A seed, just a weed, planted beside of me. I name you the sun, and whisper it to you when you lie on the ground. When you grow, you will know what to become. Another bright yellow light, a burning circle in the sky. Just like the sun, I will grow small, you grow strong and tall, high into the light in the sky. I'll ask you, what does the view look like? You say, turn your head from east to west. So much to seek and grasp, it's just begun. The sun. Though you may not be the only flower that I see, I love you, I love the sun. I don't care for a rainbow when I can stand to your yellow. Let's get ready, together we run into the sun. Yellow flower, sun. Into the light of the sun. Thank you, guys. So the next time I'm gonna play is called Starlight, and I'm gonna need a guitar for that. So this song is a song about the wonders of the beauty of life. And once I was told that when you see a really bright shining star that is really radiating on the night sky, maybe that is actually a star or a planet that has exploded and died. And I was like, that's like very a juxtaposition of something extremely beautiful and something that makes you feel so alive, and then in the same time it's just like the ending of something. And then I kind of thought about it, and then I realized that also when you see like that beautiful light sparkling at you, actually that light might just be gone. Because it takes so many billions of light years for that light to travel down to where you're at to meet your eye. That when it hits your eye, billions of years ago, it's already evaporated, it's gone. And that also made me wonder about light and beauty and life. And I guess the song is about the beauty of the moment, how brief it is, how delicate it is, and how there seems to be a sense of something perishable with beauty. It's like when it's so beautiful, it's also so brief. So the song is a song that the message is to remember to acknowledge all the beautiful moments and all the beauty in the small moments, because it's so fast and then it's gone. Starlight. I've heard the star you see, they're already dead. Take a good look at me instead. I am certainly not dead. The night it twinkles from the stars being shed, they're falling like a raindrop on our heads. Yes, I am certainly not dead. they shine like snow, like snow, drifting down this lonesome road, like snow, like snow, dancing in its own tempo. Yeah, 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 yeah. I know the stars she have already shined. The light is just echoing through time, leaving a stardom behind. Travel through light years, reach my eye like a diamond in the sky. Yes, I am certainly alive. And you shine like, you're like snow, like snow, drifting down this lonesome road, like snow, like snow, dancing in its own tempo. You and I, we are drifting, we are dancing, we are flying. Thank you. So the last song I'm going to sing is a song called "The Power That Is Woman," and it's a quite recent song. One thing that I really appreciate about Aisha and her music is how honest and direct she is, and truthful and soulful. And with this song that I co-wrote with a producer, one thing he challenged me with was to be more direct and to be more unapologetic and to speak my mind. So it was a really interesting process in how to write these lyrics. And what we did was we found some titles, for instance, "The Power That Is Woman." And then we had a session where he said, now you have the title, now just talk, ramble, anything that springs to mind. And I would just ramble and have so many thoughts and philosophies and opinions, and I wouldn't think about a context of writing a song. It was just all my opinions and all my thoughts and all my visions, and sometimes a session was taking hours. And after the session finished, he would sit like with a stack of paper, and I'd just go through the paper, which was all the notes that he'd been writing down from everything I've said. And we just like flip the pages and go, oh, yep, there is a lyric. You said that, that's a lyric. And then you said that, that's a lyric. So the way the lyrics were written was to really be clear and direct in the message first, and then make it into a song. What the song is about, The Power That Is Woman, is not about the sexes, man and woman, man versus woman. It's about energy, and it's about power structures and leadership. So when I had the title, The Power That Is Woman, what I started to ramble about is that it's a few years ago. I said, I feel like there is an old power structure that's been dominating the world since civilization, and I feel it has a very masculine energy to it. And I feel like that style of power and leadership is exhausted. It has kind of like served its purpose. And I felt that leadership and that power style was very linear. It's from A to Z. It's getting there as fast as you can, making as much profit as you can, doing as great achievement as you can, and getting there first and win. And it's more, and it's faster, and it's winning. And I started to think about that, like the energies of masculinity and femininity. And I felt like that linear thing, it almost reminded me of those monuments of obelisks that are like very like straight. And then they have like a little triangle on the top. It's like, you start there and you end there and you get to the top. And I just had this feeling that that kind of power structure is just exhausted now, and we need a new style of leadership and a new style of power. And then I thought about the feminine energy that is about cycles, circles, processes, maybe processes over goals and products, and it's about the whole. Is like many things all together create the whole. All these things need to be aligned and in balance in order for the whole thing to work. Every female knows what it's like to have a cycle. And so it's about balance, and it's about sustainability. Sustainability over achievement. And also the female energy is always putting life first. Life over profit, over speed, over achievements. It's really the womb carrying the life. So almost like I vision it almost like an ecosystem. All the things we need, every little thing in the ecosystem in order for it to be in balance, like a one big circle. So that is really what the song is about. It's about encouragement for a power shift and a new kind of leadership style. Let's see how it goes. Are you ready down there? Great. We didn't try this to the sound check. That's why I'm like a little nervous. Okay, 1, 2, 3, jump. Hey! Yeah, you got blood on your hands. I got blood in my pants. What is the difference? My blood is mine alone. Your blood's from a life stolen. That's the difference. The kind of power that you get, there is no honesty in it. I don't get it. If you need to go and kill to feel your power is real, then what good is it? The power that is woman, it is grounded in the from an old broken bad position. A kind commanding femininity, changing the way we used to lead, taking action. Got to recreate the trust and leadership. We must have compassion. The power that is woman, it is grounded in the earth, as humble as the river. It's a champion of the birth. She lifts me high above and carries me with a string that goes on her. The power that is woman is the power of the. Is the power that is woman. Yeah. Is the power that is woman. Yeah. She lifts me high above and carries me with a string that goes on her. The power that is woman is the power of the world. The power that is woman is the power of a new, brave era, new way. She lifts me high above and carries me with a strength that goes unheard. The power that is woman is the power of the world. The power that is woman is the power of the world. The power that is woman, it is grounded in the earth, as humble as the river. It's a champion of the birth. She lifts me high above and carries me with a strength that goes on her. The power that is woman is the power of the world. Thank you, guys.
One more round of applause. Wow, that was incredible. Oh my gosh, keep it coming, keep it coming. Yes, showing love. This is so wonderful. Thank you so much, Ida. That was powerful on so many levels. I'm like buzzing with energy and excitement. So thank you all again for joining us here tonight. I want to remind you that tonight we're not only slinging songs, but we're also slinging stories. So as you hear things, whether that's in the music or in the stories that resonate with you, don't be shy. You can go, mm-hmm. You can have some, right? Some like poetry snaps or whatever works for you. Yes, it's all welcome. I know that's maybe not always in the culture, but, or maybe it is. Maybe we're making it right now. But I welcome it here in this space tonight. Gosh, how y'all feeling? I say, how y'all feeling? I'm feeling so much joy radiating from this space, and I'm grateful, excited to invite our next incredible artist / storyteller. He feels like a brother to me in many ways. I feel like we're family. Your artistry, your truth-telling, the way in which you're a pillar not only in the hip-hop community in Denmark, but globally, and the way in which you inspire not just through your music, but also how you carry yourself in the world resonates deeply. So thank you for that. It's my pleasure to introduce Kuku Agami. Let's give him a round of applause. don't mix and match. It's a family affair.
Well, first of all, thank you for that lovely introduction, Aisha. That was beautiful. And I am grateful to be here. I'm grateful that I was asked to be here, to come here and tell my story or tell my stories. I was moved by what Ida said about all the songs. I'm always curious about how other creatives create, what processes they go through, what frustrations they go through, what challenges they face, and how they, through all that, come up with something, right? So you could be designing a chair, or you could be sculpting, or you could be writing a song or writing a book, but that process of getting from an idea in the universe out there and then actually having something tangible that can impact other people is it's a beautiful thing. It's a curious thing, and I think that is my approach to the arts. I think that's my approach to music. I also think that is my approach to myself, and sometimes to the detriment of myself, because it might lead to a place where you might know or feel or understand that you're going the wrong way. But even if I do, I'm kind of curious to see where is this going to go. Why am I taking these decisions? Why am I making these decisions, even though I know that it's going downhill? Why can't I stop? And I think, now this is me talking. Some other people might have different opinions on this, but I think that it has always led me to full circle. And that's my opinion. And this song, this whole project, I have a project called a band called Word Spray. There's a producer called Beef One, and it's me. And we kind of ran into each other. And the whole premises of Word Spray was, hey, what can we do with this thing we love if we put it together? Where will it go? And my curiosity was allowed to take shape, which it doesn't always do, and which it always shouldn't, because you're working with many different people and everybody needs space. But at this point in my life, I definitely needed this space. And I don't know, Mass came around, B1 came around at the right time, and he afforded me this space. And the first song that I'm going to play for you is called Chadwick. And it's dedicated to the late Chadwick, my man, Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. You know, yeah. Show him some love. And it's not necessarily about him, but it's about being allowed to be who you want to be. And I think Black Panther was part of that process. I have two boys, and watching them watch a movie like that had an impact, not only on them, but especially on on me. It kind of, that curiosity I was talking about, it allowed them to dream and to dream big. And I was very moved by watching them watch this movie. And I was very moved by the death of Chadwick. My man. I call him Chadwick. That's how it is. We brothers. And it sounds like this. Yeah, turn the music up in the monitors just a little. Yeah, it goes like this. Yo, crash the boards real hard like a power forward. This is music for the gods, keep it moving forward. Progressive, they say we so impressive. This is what you get when you grind hard, invested. 28 years of rap, never bested. They said I had connections that I never been tested. So motherfuck you and your microphone. I will bury you alive, carve my name on your tombstone. What's that? Groans from the back, hog-tied and thrash, thrown in the back. I throw a rapper like trash in a sack. Feed him to some starving ghetto rats, known to fight pit bulls, bust gats and eat cats. These king of rap fuckers get tossed off the map. Don't you ever throw shade on my name. I got stabbed in the back, I got a blade in my name. Blood on my name like gang banging Crips and Bloods. I don't need a hug or your pity. My cousins saw they pops get murdered, that's facts. Bullet wounds in they backs, motherfuckers, that's facts. My pops or his pops got shot, that's facts. My uncle got murdered, motherfucker, that's facts. My pops did time, been tortured, that's facts. George Floyd got murdered by the pigs, that's facts. Now you're trying to tell black folk to relax. Now I'm trying to tell the whole world to react. Extension rebel, gotta be a warrior. I burn it all down like Moria. Remember, you're dealing with a grown man, plus I got a temper. Beef wonder, mad scientist, my inventor, doctor of the madness. No ad-libs, this is for the gods, it's a song for Chadwick. Thank you very much. Yeah, so that was I got the opportunity to vent, and I think that's what hip hop has always been for me, and I think that is the allure of hip hop, that you can vent and it's okay. You can yell at the moon, you can scream at the universe, and it's okay. Let it all out, man. You can say what you want, but saying what you want always has consequences. I do these rap workshops, and the kids always, the first thing they ask me is like, yeah, we gonna rap? Yeah, we gonna rap. And they're like, can I say what I want? I say, you can say whatever you want. You can say whatever you want. But if you can't say that shit in front of your moms, in front of your dad, in front of your teacher, in front of your girlfriend, in front of your grandpops, in front of the priest, in front of Popo, in front of everybody. If you can't stand by it, and if you don't mean it, don't say it. Don't say it, because then you don't mean it. Then you're just saying it to be cool. That's not cool. And the cool thing that happens is that lots of kids take that to heart, and then they get away from wanting to be cool and actually think about what they want to say and how they feel. And sometimes, yeah, they say some wild shit. And if that's how you feel, well, then let it out, right? Because that's where you're at, right? So Chadwick was kind of the start of this journey, this word spray journey. The next song I want to play for you, it's called Blackface. And I've been thinking a lot about what blackface was about, because I had an idea. And I had this idea that I feel like a lot of times my experience and my black experience, and everybody probably goes through it, but I definitely feel that it's aggravated when you're black, is that you spend a lot of time having to defend yourself. And that gets tiring. And it's unnecessary. and you spend a lot of time having to listen to what other people think about you constantly, which you need to stop doing. It's not healthy. It's not good for you. So just don't listen. 99% of them are full of shit anyway, so it doesn't make a difference. You're not missing out on any gems, believe me. But with Blackface, I think Blackface was about, instead of defending myself, instead of getting into the argument, what if I just didn't listen and I just went, everything I am, for better or worse, I accept that. Everything I am, for better or worse, this is what we are. And we are like that, right? We have our good sides, we have our bad sides. We've done some good things, we've done some bad things. It's all like that. Anybody who shows up and claims to be perfect, you should run away screaming. So Blackface, I tried to, so basically it goes, I'll just go through a bit of the first verse. It goes, Blackface, wide grin, green trees, dark skin, brown bark, black gold, white teas, dry gin, fresh fruit, copper mines, diamonds so you dived in, pollution, politics, profit in a sly grin. This is my home from the ground up, my kin. Cut your hands off trying to eat fish from my tin. Sharia till I'm out of here, machete swing, axe talk. Respect the big boys, we don't take no back talk. Welcome to another year, spear and a lion's man. Darker than the night sky, but shine like Orion man. Survival of the fittest, brothers built like Iron Man. Famine, war, death, mothers cry while the fish fry. Papa drive a cab through the city under blue skies. Gotta fetch water, never walk so many miles. Young kids flood the planet, mothers and a baby smile. Everybody dressed up, never seen so many styles. Big city countryside, mountains and the river now. Pyramids and desert sand, sorry. Music and Arab bands, Matutu's bad plans. Money will exchange hands. Donkey skin, palm oil, dump trash, ruined lands, coastline devastated. Power to the pirates, man. Nice place to visit, but wouldn't want to stay here, fam. Corruption like the flu, touching many mans. Future in our own hands, respect the old hands. Pickup trucks, bad luck, Toyota truck smashed up. Brother got the food truck, gotta get his cash up. Museveni still here, foul stench, bad air. Mugabe might be gone, but the situation still sucks. Lame fucks, lame ducks, bought for a few bucks. A lack of good governance, this is not bad luck. Money grad, sell weed, gotta get a hash up. Afro funk, still bump, Kuti got the mash up. So that was the whole song, so I don't know. I don't know. I guess I don't have to play it. but the whole premises of the song was, I can't remember which song I was inspired by, but there's probably a rap song out there that I had in my mind. But it was just make a list of everything you are, make a list of everything you've seen, make a list of everything they have said, make a list of everything you know, make a list of everything you're proud of, make a list of everything you're not proud of. And you know what? That all goes in here. That's all what you are. Now, when you know what you are, they can't touch you, right? They can't touch you anymore. And I guess Blackface, of course, we all know what Blackface is. And you know what? Yeah, Blackface, and I'm fucking proud of it. So there we go. Thank you. You know, I just thank you very much. You know, it's so thank you to Aisha for giving me this moment, allow me to talk. Sometimes I talk too much. You say too much. Nah. Here I can say what I want. You can't stop me. No. But you said something before about, you know, the search for like honesty and truth and truthfulness. And I am no saint in any shape or form, but I do try to come to that, find that truth. I do try to find that truth, and I do try to be honest to myself. You got to start somewhere, right? And the last song I want to finish up with is a song called "We Could Be Together." And "We Could Be Together" there was a sample he was messing around with in the studio, and it just kept going, and there was something about it, and I liked it, and he liked it, and he was messing around with it. And at this point, I was going through, my mother was passing away, and she was passing away in front of our eyes. And I think for a long time, I didn't understand that. I didn't understand that she was actually dying. And I think that lack of understanding led to a lot of anguish and anger and despair and distress, and a lot of felt like a child again. Made me feel like a child. It made me feel like a fucking child again. And that was it was a horrible experience. And I was in the studio with Mass, and he knew this, and he was like, "How you doing?" Not too well. He's like, "So what's going on with your moms?" And we talked about it, and he was like, "Why don't you, maybe it's not my business, but why don't you talk about it? Why don't you speak your truth? That's what we're trying to do here, say how you fucking feel." And I was like, nah, I'm not ready to go there. And then a week passed, and I came back, and he put the same song on, and I heard "We Could Be Together," and it was like, that's it. And so I sat down, and I wrote this song. It took me half an hour, and we recorded it. Didn't take more than an hour to get it done. And after that, for the first time in a long time, kind of my shoulders dropped, because I'd actually found out what it was about. I was hoping and wishing I could be with my moms forever, but I couldn't. But I hadn't accepted that, and fighting cosmic, universal energy, physics. Man, you can't do that. You can't do that without inflicting a lot of, without running into a lot of dark energy. And Be Fun and We Could Be Together was my outlet. It was my way back to the light side. Right, from the dark side to the light side. And for many people, that's a process that can take 1,000 years, whatever. But with that song, after 3 minutes or after half an hour recording it, it was kind of like it kind of hit me in the head. Like, okay, that's what it's about. Relax, let it go, So I'd like to play it for you, and it goes something like this. Unannounced, never saw it coming, how it pounced like a lioness, laying in wait on the dry plains. No escape, cancer ripping through your veins, blood flowing for days, stains, lethal damage. Victim of the beast while you're trying to manage a savage encounter. No one walks away without scars and trauma, bruises and drama. We all losers, make it stop before it overflows. Drowning like I can't swim, feeling like I overdose, feeling like I lost the most. But that's ego, we in this together against the evils, accepted. Anything worse would be like shitting on my people, or shitting on your suffering, cause they are not equal. Conflicting thoughts, stress from a lack of rest. See, I'm depressed, but I'm still trying to be the best. They took your breaths, and I don't wanna see them take the rest. Yeah. I wish you we could be, I wish you we could be, I wish you we could be. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Emergency calls every time she falls. My heart skips a beat, how you become so small. I remember you a giant, not that tall at all. Now you softer than a cotton ball. Emotions overflowing over the edge like a waterfall. Where you going? like salmon up creek on the last swim. Lights going out, lights slowly getting dim. Ugly how it ends, pretty how it all begins. Old stories, don't worry, we will smile again. Feeling so grown up, my world blown up. Wishing I could be a kid again. While you throw up, anxiety attacks, my allergies reacting. Human reaction like, I don't wanna go up. I know you about to roll up, go upstairs. And even got to speak, cause I can feel it in the air. I can feel the despair, gotta be prepared. Wishing we could be, wishing we could be, wishing we could be, I wish we could be. So wish upon a star, here we are. I'm losing you, the usual reactions, emotions we going through. What I'm supposed to do, please won't you get up. Watch it while you slowly fade away. Fuck my head up, family tight-knit. It's ugly, it's the really real life shit. Enjoy it while it's going off and on like a light switch. I'm getting sick of these hospital walls. Messenger groups with siblings, hospital calls. While empires fall, we stall and dissolve. I know you can't help it, but I'm mad and appalled. Keep talking to my wife long nights, chit and chatter, telling me do what you can, and the rest don't matter. As the world turns to matter and the earth calls a young back, the universe expands, dreaming about your comeback. The little things and how you look on your sense of humor, and how you cook or torn apart by a fucking tumor. I'm wishing we could be. I'm wishing we could be. I'm wishing we could be. I'm wishing. Yeah. I'm wishing we could be. I'm wishing we could be. I'm wishing we could be together forever. I'm wishing we could be. I'm wishing we could be. I'm wishing we could be together forever. I'm wishing we could be. I'm wishing we could be. I'm wishing we could be together forever. I'm wishing we could be. I'm wishing we could be. I'm wishing we could be together forever. I'm wishing we could be. I'm wishing we could be together forever. I'm wishing we could be. I'm wishing we could be. I'm wishing we could be together forever. Thank you very much. Thank you for sharing that with me. And once again, Aisha, thank you for letting me grace your stage. It's been a pleasure, and I'm really looking forward to your set. So thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Welcome back, y'all. Slowly but surely, I invite you to get cozy. Did y'all meet someone you haven't yet met before? People are like, I invite you to do so. This evening is about cultivating belonging and togetherness. I invite you to get closer to the stage. If you can hear as close as you want to get, potties. I love it. If you can hear my voice, snap once. If you can hear my voice, snap twice. If you can hear my voice, snap 4 times. Ooh, give yourselves a lovely round of applause. So we're back. I would be remiss to not mention that Kuku has some incredible vinyls for sale. Also, I believe it's on this side of the room. Please be sure to get a vinyl. That set was incredible. Am I right? How about Ida's set? And DJ Nanalicious, can we give another round of applause? Okay, so one of the traditions that I have whenever I go on the road and equally when I am home is to take some deep breaths together. Does that sound okay for y'all? Just to get recentered, present into where we are right now. So if that sounds okay for you, I invite you to find a comfortable stance wherever you are. I'm going to choose to close my eyes. I invite you to do the same if that feels okay. And just deepening your breath. I invite you to lengthen your exhales. Perhaps the deepest breaths you have taken today. Noticing the feeling of your soles, the soles of your feet, and also maybe that inner soul planted on the earth. Noticing your legs, your knees. Perhaps with the next round of exhale, you can loosen some tension, some holding that is no longer needed in this moment. You have nowhere else to be but right here, present right now. Noticing your belly, letting it splay unapologetically with those deep inhales and letting go with each exhale. Noticing your face, the space between your eyebrows, the crown of your head. And rounding off with a few breaths in sync, letting go of whatever you're holding on to. Deep inhale. Pause. Let it go. I want to hear it. Beautiful. 2 more, just like that. Deep inhale. Pause. Let it go. 1 more, just like that. Deep inhale. Pause. Let it out. Let me hear it. Slowly coming back into the space. Perhaps you flutter your eyes open. Perhaps you decide to take a stretch. How do you feel? Do you notice any difference from this moment in comparison to just a moment before? What do you feel? You can popcorn words out. Present, light. Hi. Oh my gosh, family. What's so good? Anything else? Oh, I feel like the room feels even more sparkly. Is that possible? Yes. Shall we jump into it? This first piece is called Butterfly, and I think it really embodies that shift that we're talking about throughout this whole evening. I hope you enjoy it. In the land of the free and the home of the, How can this be the land of the free and the home of the brave when so many people live in fear? I captivate, reincarnate with an imagination state of mind. Teacher, I am more than those underestimations combined. Do you mind? I am growing here. Cocoon in a cacophony of sounds and silences like ancestors' footsteps at pace. With my heart, I am more than those labels make me out to be. We are more than those labels make us out to be. We are human first and foremost. I said we are human first and foremost, except for when we are butterflies, whose metamorphosis reopens the orifices of our connectivity. We are more connected than we pretend to be. Let these wings make me free as I fly on the winds of change. A new season has come. Rearranged, the all one is done, interchanged, and living as a butterfly has taught me one thing: there is no beginning or ending, only shape-shifting. So let us call this a transformation. Let us call this a reformation. My wing pattern is a blueprint for elevation, and there ain't no stopping this reclamation, constructed in a language of sounds and silences that must be read between the lines until we realize that this whole reality is constructed. The education that values one human life over another is corrupted. Migration is a way of life. I said migration is a way of life, and I float by pushing myself up on matter that I cannot see, like dreams shape-shift in a medium of creativity. Sometimes it's hard to be a butterfly when you were built to soar, and some try to colonize the sky. How can you divide the air? Must be hard to breathe if we don't want to share. This is the life of a butterfly. Karma and samsara, birth and rebirth. I am woman and I know my worth. Monarch but not imperial. I spit philosophies, it ain't ethereal. I keep rising and shining, wondering, can you hear me though? I keep rising and shining, wondering, can you hear me though? So as we float, as we fly, as we flutter, the warmth of prayers that melt like butter flies over aching wounds. Erected in remembrance, stand high like pyramid tombs. This is for you, and for you, and for you, and for all of you. Hold your head high as you speak your truths. As you speak your truths. As you speak your truths. Arigato, tusen tak. Shucks. Gosh, y'all are also bringing out my introverted side. Wow, this is such an incredible, it's incredible to be here. It feels surreal. This album has been a long time coming, and I'm so grateful that you all are journeying with me, but most importantly, journeying with we, because that's what it's really about. The faces, the energy that I feel in this room that represents many localities around the world is part and parcel to the center, the core of why I do this music, why I do this activism, and why I believe that it's such a powerful medium for change. I figured I would tell you a little bit about where I'm coming from so we know where we're going. Is that okay with y'all? Cool. So I have roots both in Seattle, Washington, and Yokohama, Japan. 横浜に住んでいましたね。そしたら、in many ways, I grew up in between both places until I was about 7, going back and forth. My parents were booking agents in the music industry. You can see me getting down in the little sailor suit. Hey. From an early age, I was energized by music. This is a photo taken at Festival Sundiata, one of the largest African diaspora festivals in the Seattle, aka occupied Duwamish territory. And I could feel that there was just a power to it, a pulse. And when I would see my parents booking these artists ranging from Babyface to, I remember meeting Aaliyah, maybe, I don't know. Some of y'all meet, and with the fire person suit and the sports bra, and I was like, what? You know, I was, oh my gosh, starstruck. But seeing and feeling the pulse in the room and that people were moving to the same beat across multiple cultures, across multiple languages, that we are finding a way to connect, that I could see that that was a powerful catalyst for change, for us to see not only ourselves in the music, but each other through the music. Y'all still with me? Yeah. Cool. Yeah, this is more throwback, old school days, going to school in Japan. You had to take off your shoes. We're not playing around. And I think in many ways, this early period of my life, when I would look out of an airplane, I would see the earth not cut up in the same way that it was cut up on a political map in school, right? The boundaries and borders that I was taught are just how they are, and reinforcing all powers that be, or many powers that be, so to speak. I started to question them at a young age by way of not only that travel, but understanding myself as a global citizen, local to multiple places around the world. I'm sure you can spot me with the Batman. Hey, Chizu. And, you know, part of that experience, quite frankly, once my parents divorced, I moved with my mom in occupied Duwamish territory, actually not too far outside of that area in Seattle, a place called Bellevue. And I was one of few students of color in my school, one of few working class students. Some of my peers would get maybe, I don't know if a Mercedes-Benz is as fancy. Is it as fancy here? I don't know. But they would get really nice cars sometimes, and it's $100 for every A for some of them, not all of them. And at the same time, sometimes I didn't always know if we would have food when I came home. And I was a latchkey kid, which means that I would often have a key to let myself in, cook my own dinner, figure out the laundry. It's not to say that represents my whole childhood or my whole life, but I think in many ways my reality was very different than the realities of many of my classmates. And it opened my eyes to the myriad of experiences that were all around us, actually. I also had my eyes opened by neighbors, for example, who decided to slash our tires, I think, over 13 times. So I biked to school, but it's not like biking to school in Denver, at least maybe, well, not in my experience thus far, but it was biking to school out of necessity because our tires had been slashed as one of the few families of color in our condominium complex. I remember my teachers grading my math tests, pretty, like, if you have the same answer, you should get the same grade, right? I would sometimes get a failing grade, while as my white peer, who was upper middle class, would get an A for the same answers. And I remember once raising my hand and saying, I think there might have been a misunderstanding. Can we talk about this? And my teacher said, everyone look at Aisha. She's a bad example. She's questioning my authority. This is as someone who grew up to also work in the educational system, and yet I still and continue to love to learn at that age and still do. The reason why I have a picture of a box on the screen is I think that many of us, regardless of whether you share the same story as what I just shared or not, travel through a world in which we're often called to fit into various boxes. Y'all feel me on that? They can be gendered boxes. They can be boxes of class and sexuality. They can be religious boxes, so on and so forth. The ideas of race, all these various constructions, and yet it doesn't always allow us to be our full, abundant selves. This is an excerpt of a poem from a book I'm writing called I Am Abundant. And I think it speaks to that abundance that I feel can flow through the music, flow through my being when I'm creative. And so when people would ask me, what are you? And I would say, human. You should get to know me to find out. For me, writing it into existence by way of songs and stories allowed me to be even more abundant on my own terms. Yeah? I hope that this evening offers that in this space, and we can offer that to each other. I'll wrap up this story with part of what I did with all that crap is I composted it. And I grew freedom flowers. And so that looked like my first, I didn't know what community organizing was, but I heard of something called a grant, so I called the local city. I heard of something called social justice. I was like, I'm down. We put together a program. I called up local nonprofits. I was around 14, 15 years old, and started putting on local workshops in my community so that young people, even some of my teachers came through, even adults and families came through, had workshops from artists, activists, and local nonprofits about inequality. And we started engaging in those conversations. I called it turn off the stereotypes at that time. And in many ways, that became the seeds for what I continue to do over 20 years later today. I would love to share a song with you. This is called Poetry. Let me pick you a fruit from the poetry, juices of lyrical wisdom, creativity. Let me pick you a fruit from the poetry, seeds of change, roots, generations deep, juices of justice, flesh of my ancestors' trust. Let me pick you a fruit from the poetry. Let you taste the bittersweetness of my history. Let me pick you a fruit from the poetry. I said this land made for freedom, for wisdom, and for you, boo-boo, and me. I said this land made for freedom, for wisdom, and for you, boo-boo, and me. I said and for you, woo-woo, and me, this land, and all around the world, the indigenous lands, from the Ryukyu to the Sami, the Nepal. We honor these lands, and we understand ourselves to be interconnected. For you, for we, this land, this land, this land, this land, this land, this land. For you, for me, for you, for you, for you, for you, for me. Arigato, Judy Jiff. I should mention too that part of this imagery was filmed 2009, 2010 when I first went to Senegal, not so long after I visited Gorée Island for the first time. Yes, and getting to learn some of the history and realizing that the point of no return where I was standing at that time was actually a place where many of my ancestors may have been moved through and put into enslavement in the South of the United States. That song came to me like a download, but just the a cappella melody. And then after years of working and reworking, I feel like there's like Dead Sea Scrolls of this album, learning to produce, then finally being able to piece some of these songs together. I see some folks sitting down. You're more than welcome. Please make yourselves comfortable. With that in mind, this song is called Future Ancestors because I believe that we are all future ancestors, and part of how I live or aspire to live my everyday is to center that in how I make my daily choices. I hope you enjoy it. I will not be defined by the pain and the strife, and I will not obey when you govern me this way, trouble me this way. I am not afraid because my dues have been paid. Can you see in my eyes will demise if we keep searching for false paradise, false paradise? Who defines what's good and what's right? Open up and look with third eye. Don't let yourself be fooled. We be future ancestors. We must let their voices flow through, so we have food to nourish the. Hey, 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 hey. Know your history or you'll be doomed to repeat it. Know what you want, how you might not get what you needed. Know where you're coming from and where you're going to. Most of all, be you, 'cause it's beautiful. Don't let yourself be fooled. We be future ancestors. We must let their voices flow through, so we have food to nourish the. Don't let be fooled, be fooled, be fooled. Y'all are too kind. Can you all come on the rope with me? Honestly, this feels like home, and I want to thank Union again as well, because it's been such a journey to find this space. I reached out to venues all across the city, and this is the first place that I reached out and I felt like I was at home. Can we give a round of applause to all the technical sound crew as well for working their magic and broadcasting to the amazing folks at home who are tuning in all around the world. Yes, so part of what has fueled my journey is when I graduated from college, even though I was a working class student with very little means to travel the world, I applied for something called the Watson Fellowship. And in many ways, it shifted the trajectory of my life, I would say. It sent me for 12, I stretched into 13 months around the world with a small budget to be able to get to know local hip hop cultures. From Senegal to South Africa, Morocco, the UK, India, and beyond. It was one of the first times I traveled to Denmark, actually, was during that time. And it was a time of great challenge in many ways, traveling as a woman alone, sometimes going to an address that was like, the car couldn't even drive to it because it was in the middle of sand, there were no street signs, and just navigating the politics of the studio and the patriarchy and all the things that was part of everyday life, but also very real. But I also met some incredible movers and shakers who are continuing to make moves all around the world through music. This is a picture I took at 72 Heures de Hip Hop, 72 Hours of Hip Hop Festival in Dakar, for example, where I got to collaborate with 2 different groups who have played crucial roles in shifting not one, but the course of 2 presidential elections in Senegal. By way of hip hop, also knowing that young people are often at the forefront of change, and there's a majority of young people in Senegal, but also our local power is incredible, and they don't necessarily want us to remember how we can come together. So that's part of what I think spaces like this are about. These are photos from Nepal, where I had the joy of touring with my band. And on the first tour, I think around 4,000 people showed up. And my favorite part of these tours was just collaborating with the local artist activists who are making moves. And we see even now there are things happening in Nepal that are pretty intense. And so a lot of the people, I think, who are part and parcel to some of these events are also on the front lines there, so to speak. And then we were called back to Nepal a second time. And to my surprise, not 4,000, but this time 20, 30,000 people showed up in mass. And I'd like to think it wasn't just because, I love that we're vibing to the music, but it was also because of us. We were showing up for each other to give inspiration. You can see, I love this photo because you can see their aunties, there are grandmas, there are uncles, there are babies, there are cousins. You know, it's just like a whole family affair. Yeah. Woo-woo. We gotta pass the mic. That's what it's about. And part and parcel to the movement making is that we're sharing the microphone. So part of where these songs come from is very much a leap of faith and knowing that the word courage, courage, comes from cœur, right? The heart, that muscle. And it's not just something that just appears like, oh, now I feel courageous. Now I feel ready to take on the world. It's something that we practice. It's that muscle that we practice. And that in doing it, in doing things that help us, how we imagine our courage to look like, when we embody that the courage can start to bloom, right? It's not just waiting for the moment to happen, but we also create it through our practice. And so much of the music has been an act of faith and an act of courage, of producing. And I try to sample things. Instead of the typical 808s, I would sample an ocean sound. Or I would bring in taiko drums and a dun-dun. I'm trying to make sure that also every layer of the music that you hear contains nutrients. Because I think that's what we need. We don't just need more of the bubble gum, although bubble gum is also awesome, but we also need the nutrition. No shade. Yeah, so for me, a lot of the pedagogy, a lot of the root of this is the cipher, a space where we give and exchange energy. And so this is how I think we create change in these ecosystems that we share, in these gardens of change. We each have different roles, and part of that is what we each bring to the cipher, not just being passive consumers, and blueprinting the futures that we want to see. With that said, would you like to hear another song? Yeah. All right, let's get into it. This one's called Ghostin'. Took me as far as I could go, through the winds, beyond the snow. I could see the impossible, expanded the things I thought I'd know. And I can fly when we unite. We alright. Hey, hey, ghosting me when I needed you the most, needed you the most. Why you ghosting me? Why am I so engrossed? I need you the most. Sometimes it feels like I'm all alone. The stories of you and I are dethroned. I'm hurting deep inside. Yes, it's true. But as soon as I love me, I know I can love you. Yeah, yeah. Ghost ghosting me when I needed you the most, needed you the most. Why you ghosting me? Why am I so engrossed? I need you the most. Ghosting me when I needed you the most, needed you the most. Why you ghosting me? Why am I so engrossed? I need you the most. Là, on commence notre histoire, où on prend soin de l'un et l'autre. On croit, on imagine. Here we start a new story. Fordi Nyoko Bok, on est ensemble, we are together. Il y a something faktisk. And we depend on one another. Because we know deep down how much we need each other. We need each other. Ishoni watashi tachi. When will the space exist? When we resist, raising my fist, fighting for bliss. You got the gist. Moment is crisp. No need to hate just cause you sis. Freedom is this, uniting our gifts. People are power, not to be missed. Tipping the point for all the kids. This is the movement, time to enlist. Huh? It is our duty to fight for our freedom. Rest in power, Sada Shakur. It is our duty to win. We must love and support each other. We got nothing to lose but our chains. Ghosting me when I needed you the most, needed you the most. Why you ghosting me? Why am I so engrossed? I need you the most. Ghosting me when I needed you the most, needed you the most. Tusen tak. Tusen tak. Arigato. So I have just a few more pieces for y'all. Y'all doing okay out there? Good. This song is called Danger, and I think it's kind of related to ghosting in that us showing up for one another. But it also talks about how scary it can be to fall in love. And I know it's the anniversary of when Truls and I first met. So shout out to my husband Truls out there. You give him a round of applause. He's been running around with me, trying to make this happen. But I think there's like a tenderness, you know, whenever we show people our heart, whether it's romantic or otherwise, that it requires a certain level of vulnerability. So I think that this song honors that.
You are in danger.
You can feel free to groove with it if you feel it.
Father. Oh, I am deafened by the sound. Didn't know I wanted you, maybe even needed you, but I love you. Didn't know I wanted you, maybe even needed you, but I love you. Danger, danger, I'm falling in love. 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 Can you feel me, heal me, get close enough to let him to the real me? I'm so guilty, brick wall hard to break through. Instead of falling in love, I wanna stand in love, love. Instead of giving up, what are you made of? Falling in, falling out, standing in, standing out, falling in, falling out, standing in, standing out. I've got just a couple more pieces for you. Is that okay with y'all? Cool. This one is actually, it's called You Are Not Alone. And it's a song that one of the lyrics became the title of this album. And I think it's really about, you know, whether we're standing on the earth or we're looking up at the ceiling, but we sometimes forget that there's earth grounding us below, that there's a sky above us, and there's a limitless horizon of possibility. One of my grandma's last words were think big. And so sometimes in a society that tells you, oh, just keep fitting into this box, be small. And it's not just like the individualist, capitalist think big, it's also like think big, our liberation. You know, what does that look like? What does it feel like? What does it smell like? What does it taste like? But I hope this song gives you a taste of that sky. You are not alone. You are home. No matter what you've been through, you are precious soul. Let love unfold through you. Oh yes, I've been broken, unspoken, not your token. Silent devotions from slumber woketh. If I'm myself, will you revoketh a place on the throne? Scared to be alone. Why you raise your tone? Chill to the bone. Clear path that's been shown to me, not the one that you chose for me. Hold on now, hold a phone for me. Enough lies that you told to me. I have to be who I have to be. Ill at ease, need relief. Ooh, you've been through. You are precious soul. Let love unfold through you. Gone round guess I lost my ground. But now I'm found, let loose, no convincing you. I just speak my truth, no need to prove. There's a sky above your roof. I take the steering wheel. This is how we keep it real. This is how I feel. This is how I feel. New groove.
No need to create different versions of ourselves, masking, hiding from our greatness. The most important aspects of ourselves deserve to be seen, held, understood. Welcome your inner child out to play. It's a good time to be loved.
Feel the love in this room right now. You are not alone. You are home. No matter what you've been through, so let love unfold through you, through you, through you, through you. Arigato gozaimasu. Oh, okay. We've come upon our last song of the evening, but I would be remiss if I didn't say thanks again to all the incredible artists who opened. So can we give them another round of applause? Including DJ Nanalicious and our tech crew. One more round of applause. Okay, and y'all know what it is. Oh wait, why do I sound like I'm hello? Y'all know what it is. Please, 1 minute survey. Quick, grab a sticker, do your thing. I want to make more events like this with you all and to co-create them, so that means the world. They're also posted on the walls if for any reason it's too quick to see this now. I know it's all that, but hey, most importantly, we're here and we're making it together. So this last piece actually is not on the album, but it's a tradition of mine to end with. And I would love to hear one word from each of you that represents liberation for you. What is liberation? In one word for you. There are no right or wrong answers. The standard is yourself, as my friends at Youth Speaks used to say. So let that marinate. And on the count of 3, I want to invite you to say that word aloud, okay? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. One more again. 1, 2, 3. Okay, keep that word in mind. Are y'all down to co-write a song right now together? Would that be okay? Cool. I hear people like, no. Well, let's see how this is gonna go. Actually, I'm gonna take. Who is that? There was an MC I saw once, and he said, "I'm gonna have some libations because this is a mechanical experience." And I thought that was, yes, that is true. Okay, so who had a word in the audience? I need you to come up to the microphone and share your word. Do I have any brave volunteers? We just talked about courage, courage. Thank you. Oh, roots. Roots. Oh, I love how it marinates in there. Roots. Anyone else? What is freedom to you? Roots. Oh my gosh, y'all are already in there. Roots. Roots. Roots.
Growth.
Roots. Y'all didn't know we were co-curating right now. Roots.
Compassion. Growth. Compassion. Growth. Compassion. Growth.
Can we give a round of applause for all the folks who came up?
Compassion. Growth. Compassion. Growth.
And I love the way you rock. Every day you're making it on and off the clock.
Compassion.
And I love the way we rock. Every day we making it on and off the clock. The clock.
Compassion.
And I love the way we rock. Every day we making it on and off the clock.
Compassion.
And I love the way we rock. Every day we making it on and off the clock. The clock.
Compassion.
On and off the clock. The clock. On and off the clock. The clock.
Compassion.
On and off the clock. The clock. And sometimes we feel enslaved, working so hard and we don't get paid like we're supposed to. People say I owe you, but they ain't so loyal. Can't you tell I'm a queen? I'm so royally pissed when you dissing this. I thought we're hissy fit. Are you feeling this? Cause I'm killing this. Resurrected so you know who you're dealing with. We be the people and we be resilient. Hey, punching another day. Wake up now cause it's time to celebrate. We be the people. Hated. Cause too often underrated. If you got excuses, please just save it. If you got games, please know that I played it. Making the music so society can face it. I spit for freedom so you can taste it. I love the way we rock. And I love the way you rock. And I love the way we rock. Every day we making it on and off the clock. And I love the way we rock. And I love the way we rock. And I love the way we rock. Every day we making it.
Compassion. Growth.
Let me take my lunch break. Can't you see I'm heavyweight? Everyone want piece of cake. It's a game of give and take. Are you really real or fake? Some people just love to hate. Some work hard, some delegate. Turn on us, big mistakes, stand out or assimilate. This a girl who loves to say, this sure ain't the only way. Puget Sound to the bay. People here be making weight. Working hard like every day. Have no break, go irate. I'm on time, paycheck late. Woo! And these people acting funny. Really, really, really want to get some. And these people acting funny. Really, really, really want to get some. And I love the way you rock. And I love the way you rock. And I love the way you rock. Every day you're making it on and off the clock. And I love the way you rock. And I love the way you rock. And I love the way you rock. Every day you're making it on and off the clock.
Passion.
Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do.
Passion. Growth.
And I love the way you rock. And I love the way we rock. And I love the way you rock. Every day you're making it on and off the clock. And I love the way you rock. And I love the way you rock. And I love the way you rock. Every day you're making it on and off the clock. Tusen tack allesammans. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here. Give yourselves another round of applause. Oh my gosh. Thank you. And stick around. DJ Nana's gonna be doing her thing. Oh. Okay, the people have spoken. Something had told me to do this song tonight, and then I was like, no, I don't know. And then I guess, yeah, it's happening. I want to dedicate this. I wrote this song about being far away from loved ones, ones that we cannot see, whether that's because they've passed away or distance or all the things. Sometimes they're even close to us and we don't always get to see them. So I want to dedicate that to whoever's feeling that in the audience. I want to invite you to welcome that person into the room, even in spirit, whether they're still present on this earth or they passed on. On the count of 3, I invite you to say their names aloud. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. This is for them. I've been missing you. Did you know that I still care? I've been trying to, learning to follow through, even when you're not there. Want you to know that it hurts sometimes. Want you to know that I'm still alright. I've been missing you. Yes, it's true, incredible, so indelible. Wanna hold you close, will not let go. Centrifugal. Let us rise, never fall. No more burden. Let them talk and we will fly from this, from all this hurting. La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la la This is just to say that I'm missing you today. We will never fade away, never fade away. Missing you. This is just to say that I'm missing you today, today. This is just to say that I'm missing you today. Tusind tak for i aften. Altså, seriously, you all made a dream come true collectively. I hope you got some nourishment. I hope you got fed. Oh. Thank you all. Oh my gosh. What a joy and what a pleasure. Don't go anywhere. We got DJ Nanalicious on the ones and twos, about to make it live up in here. And give yourselves another round of applause. Thank you.